Hello, my name is Aaliyah Beisel, and I am currently working with the Myrtle Beach Pelicans as a promotions intern. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans are an Advanced A minor league team affiliated with the Chicago Cubs. I applied for the internship on Teamwork Online roughly mid-February. My interview was at the ballpark with my now direct supervisor. It was a pretty basic interview. The only thing that I can say that surprised me was the fact that they had taken my resume off LinkedIn and had printed it out, and that resume was very rough at the time. And so when I had handed him a new one, he had had my other resume printed out and circled all the mistakes in it. And so that kind of surprised me, and that scared me, honestly, because I thought, oh wow, I probably look like I don't know what I'm doing. But other than that, it was a very basic interview. They did ask one kind of out there question. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's kind of along the lines of what color crayon would you be, kind of just to see where your creative answers are and where you can kind of think on the fly, almost, just because with those kinds of questions it's hard to prepare because they could ask you anything, like what color crayon are you, what superhero would you be, or what your favorite food is and why, what animal would you be. So it's kind of hard to prepare for questions like that when it can literally be anything. As a promotions intern, my duties range from dancing in the dugouts, bringing contestants down onto the field, dancing as a mascot, and other various things that really enhance the overall aspect of the game and entertainment of the game for the spectators. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans pride themselves on not only just being a baseball game, but being entertainment with baseball on the side. This is a picture of me dressing up for glitter night. As I said before, I'm a promotions intern. A typical day for me looks like I come to a promotions meeting about an hour before gates open. So during the week it's 5, and on the weekends it's 4. We go through everything that we're going to do that night, any kind of promotions, any special themes that are going on, anything that pertains to us, and what we should be prepared for. After the meeting, we kind of have a little time just to hang out as a team, kind of mesh, get into the swing of things, get ready for the game, and then we head out to gates open. We're there for about 15 to 20 minutes before we head down to the field to work autographs and get ready for first pitches, Outback game delivery, play ball kid. Sometimes we have Field of Dreams teams that come out and we help organize that. And then 7:05 or 6:05, the game is off, and in between each inning we have certain things. So, for example, for the beginning of the middle of the first inning, so in between the top and bottom, we might have Baby Shark or Carolina Cool T-shirt toss, and then throughout the game, we have different games like balloon toss or balloon pop or knocker balls, just different stuff like that. And our duties with that is making sure the contestants get where they're supposed to be, the props are ready, and we're getting everything on and off the field as quickly as possible in the 30 seconds that we were given. Other duties that we may come across is doing chants and stuff during the innings to keep the fans engaged. We also have a new mascot this year called Fuego. It's in the outfield for the fire cannon, so if something happens, someone's back there, and instead of just having someone sitting in the back, we decided to make a mascot out of it. So the interns take turns and rotate doing Fuego, which is probably the least fun part of the job because you're in the outfield by yourself. But some days, if you're just having a bad day or you're not feeling the entertainment aspect and wanting to pump up the crowd, sometimes it's nice to just go into the outfield. You can play your own music and you just kind of hang out and you wave your arms, and it's a lot less fan involved. So if you are having a bad day, sometimes it's a nice place to go. This is Fuego. And then once the game is done, we have kids run the bases, Myrtle Beach ball launch. Sometimes we do dice rolls on Saturdays. We also have fireworks, a light show, different things like that. So for all of that, we do things. So for the Myrtle Beach golf launch, we set up all of the pools and the stanchions and everything, and then people come down and throw, and then we pick it all up and put it all away. And then once everyone's out of the stadium, we pick up all the props, take everything back, take down the fire cannons, take down the arches, take down Big Splash, which is the big blow up pelican that says it's a game day. We do all those duties before we leave. So we usually leave about, depending on if there's fireworks and stuff, about 45 minutes after the game is actually done. Some benefits that I've received from the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. One, it's just a great opportunity. It's a great look into how minor league baseball is run. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans in specific are very, they're good people, they're friendly, so it was very easy to talk to the higher-ups. We could ask questions. You could do mock interviews with the GM if you wanted. I shadowed with the broadcaster. They really tried to help us in the most they can in ways that if we had a different interest or area that we maybe wanted to look into, they tried to get us in there and shadowing and just seeing, so we got the most out of the experience. And I think that's honestly one of the best things. And then just thinking on the fly and the adaptability that comes with the game, because you never know what could happen, if it's going to rain, if a contestant doesn't show up and we have to find another contestant, or if some other thing might happen. So someone gets hit by a ball. Just kind of things that are out of the ordinary that you can't really plan for, and it's hard to plan for. One example is our tickets system went down one day, so we couldn't scan people in, we couldn't sell tickets, we couldn't even look through the will call, the online will call. If the tickets were already printed for will call, we couldn't get those either. So we were having to manually rip tickets, we had to manually sell tickets with cash only, and then will call, we were trying to hand out the tickets that were already printed, and then trying to figure out how to get the ones that weren't printed yet to the fans as quickly as possible. And that, I think, is just a way that everyone across the board, whether you were promotions, you were the GM, everyone was trying to figure out what to do, how to best help. And I think situations like that really grow people. And I'm really thankful for that. It was a very stressful time, and a lot of the fans were not happy, but I'm thankful that it happened because it helped me grow as a person, helped me think on the fly, problem solve, and decide, okay, where am I most needed? Where am I going to do the most help? And that was being in will call and handing out tickets that were already printed so the girls in the office could get the other ones printed, and talking to fans that had to wait longer. These pictures were taken during the delay of the ticket system. Some negative aspects of working with the Pelicans. I would say the worst part is just the long nights. Sometimes the games go really quick and you could be out before 10. Other nights there's rain delays. The lights, one night one of the lights in the outfield went out. And games like that where there's delays, the games can go really long, get really hard to keep the fans engaged. During the delays, rain delays, it's more understandable because the fans understand that, obviously we can't control the weather, but when the light post in the outfield went out the one night, we were doing our best, and some fans were understanding and were getting along with us and being engaged with our entertainment we were trying to do, but there were other fans which understandably were very upset and wanted to know what was going on, why the game either hadn't been postponed, called, and so I think it's aspects like that where it's sometimes hard, where you want to go home, it's really late, fans are upset, everyone on the team, the employees are all frantic and stuff, and so nights like that is when it gets hard, but that's part of the game. It's part of the internship, and honestly, like I said before, nights like that is when you really grow as an employee, as a person, because there's nothing you can't do. You have to work with it, you have to go with it, you have to go with the flow, and that's the moments like that is when you grow the most. Finally, the last thing I want to talk to you about is just what my favorite part about it was, what benefited me the most, and the biggest thing I'm taking from it. Obviously, just the experience working with them was great and amazing, but I think the best part of the internship, and the one thing that on the hard days made it easy and kept everyone going, is the connections and the friendships you make. So there was 7 of us on the promotions team as full interns, and the friendships that I made with them was amazing. some of my best friends have come out of this. I expect to keep in touch with them for hopefully forever. It was just an amazing group of people, and I could not be more thankful for them.